Hello, it's Etharal here, and today I thought I would put up another Skyrim Special Edition game. This is where I am starting off a new game. I wanted to show you a little bit more about sort of a way that I like to play the game, which is with a lot of mods added. So I'm just going to go through the mods that I'm using, why I'm using them, and what I like about them. So let's start off. First of all, you will notice that I am making my character, and you can see the background, very, very different here. The reason for that is because I am playing with the alternate start game. So that is where you don't start and have to do the whole Helgen, Dragon, all that sort of stuff all happening. You can pick that up as you're in the game, but you don't have to start with it. Really, really nice thing. Really, main reason for it being nice is the fact that when you've played this game as many times as I have from the original game, you get a little bit bored with having to do that start one over and over and over and over again, and you end up getting a bit bored with it, really. So that's basically the reason why I've decided to put that one in. You'll also notice the faces do look a little bit different. They look an awful lot smoother and things such as that than what the original base game is like. That is, again, because I have put on a mod that basically improves the actual what the characters' faces look like and just the general model for the characters. So you should notice that there is also as well improvements in what their hands look like and all of that sort of stuff as well. Again, just really nice to get to do and just makes everything look a little bit better and a little bit sort of cleaner, which is a nice one. Like this game, very, very nice game at a distance, but when you get up close to things, it can kind of start to fall apart a little bit. That's always, at least, that's the problem that I've had with it. I actually really like this character as well, so I'm going to keep with that. I'm going to tidy up some of it, but generally keep him looking the same. And so that's sort of the two sort of real visual enhancement mods. Oh, God, never mind. I do not like the look of that nose. That is a proper hook nose. So, face, let's go through and let's change that. Right, so, yeah, so that one, that's weird. I think that might be a little bit better. Is that a little bit better? What do you think? I think so, yeah, we'll go with that. But yeah, so it just makes it a little bit better sort of in the looks and in the graphics, and starting in, it just lets you jump in a little bit easier. So that's always a good thing. We're gonna, we're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with black hair as well. So done, finish and name. We are going to name this character Etharal as well, just to keep it nice and simple. And then I will jump in and start showing you a little bit more about what I have been doing. The statue. So, how did I arrive? I'm a new member. I'm a patron at a local guild. I arrived aboard a ship, and I sailed to surprise me.
So be it. Wherever
Yep.
you may sail to, a life filled with opportunity awaits you, traveler.
It is nice as well that they do have those, fully voiced in as well for these. So, sleep in the bed, and let's get this all activated. We'll notice there will be a little bit slowed down in terms of the actual loading screens. They do take a little bit longer. I have put on a load of mods. So, I've mentioned the improved mesh mods as well, which is just going to make those minor sort of barrels and chairs and fences and things like that just look a little bit better. Oh, that's bugging out a little bit. Apparently it's okay then. So yeah, come on, what is going on? What on earth is going on here? Well, this is not look like that's whenever I'm moving. Okay, and so let's try and see if we can sort this out. That is not what you really want. So let's close this down. Let's get the map open and go to Skyrim. Fast travel to Skyrim. Fingers crossed, with any luck, that should prevent that thing from happening. Not quite sure what happened there. Never had that one before. So, yeah, let's, while that's loading, I'll talk you through a couple more of them that I've got here. So I've got added in the unofficial Skyrim patch as well. That one, I'm sure everyone can know why I've added in the unofficial Skyrim mod. It just sorts out a lot of the bugs. The special edition did just add in the actual... What on earth is happening here? There we go, we're finally sorted. So you can see here that the graphics, and they're looking a little bit better. And also as well, as mentioned, we've put in some stuff just to help out with what some initial stuff looks like. So I think tables and things like that, it's been added in some better meshes for them just to make those look a little bit nicer. Let's have a look. Where are we? We are currently in Windheim. Okay then. Well, let's actually, let's have a look. What items do we have? Let's have a look at all. So we have clothes, some cheddar, some food. We have actually quite a nice start. So we've got hat, iron axe, minor wielding, salt pile, and gold ring. So we've got some nice stuff to start off with. Nothing too fancy, but you know, nothing too terrible either. And so here you can see character does definitely, like, that looks like somebody who would have just gotten off a boat. Always really nice. Also as well, we'll use this chance, go into the powers, and I will, actually no, I'm going to go out of the city first. I will show you the reason why I say I'm going to go out of the city first, because I have installed the Frostfall and the Campfire mods as well. They are mods that I do really, really like. I like turning this into a little bit more of a survival sort of style game, so that is exactly what I have done in adding those. So it adds in, you can get fatigued and such from weather, you have to, during rain, you can get wet and hypothermia. I do believe as well, I've never had it happen because I was very, very careful with it, but if you aren't completely as careful as you should, then what can actually happen is you can die from what I've been told. Let's see, should we, this person is busy, yeah, well, I don't care, actually I'm going to get out of here, yeah, I'm going to go show you the Frostfall model a little bit, really fun one like I say, I do really like, means you have to wear cloaks and things like that to try and keep a little bit warmer and everything as well. So let's go, you go into your magic, and if you have a look in all, scroll down here, you'll see options, Frostfall, options for Campfire, so we'll just put those into our favourites and then we shall pull that up. Let's load up the Campfire options, and so to cast these you have to do the shouts, so we will just get a little bit further away. There we go. So camping, so gear intense player, gear intense followers, more, so you can do that, and you've got your advanced, you've got your instincts, you can set things up to be able to get some better information about the lands. Tents here, configure which piece of gear will appear when sitting, so you can have all that sort of stuff appearing, so it kind of looks like you are actually, you know, well, you are actually camping. So let's do that. Start Frostfall. You will be able to configure the settings. Yep. Okay, that's great. So this one, just going to skip over all of these. Skyrim's Guide to Skyrim. Oh, I dumped. So let's have a look at this. It's a book, Survivor's Guide, sorry. So this goes through all the different options, the forward, and just generally how to make sure that you don't starve, well, not starve to death, but freeze. There you go, freezing in water. Not what you want. Loads of stuff it adds. All really useful to, you know, give you a bit of advice on it and everything. Good one, I do recommend that you have a sit down, a bit of a read if you do decide to add in this mod. Now, there is another mod I have added, which I will just talk through as well. I can't show this one as I am just starting, but it will come in later, which is a Magicka mod that adds in about 155, I believe it is. Yes, I think so. 155 actual mods. Oh, this area is cold. Your exposure will begin to increase. Indicator at the top of the screen if enabled. Why on earth has my guy just decided to strip off all of his stuff? So get your stuff back on. Let's get on that as well. So there you can see, provides 110 warmth. So total warmth 152. I'd like to hire your carriage, and let's get away from this. Let's go over to Whiterun, because it's a little bit warmer down there. So let's do that. But yes, as I was saying, we have got a load of actual magic added into the game with 150 plus new spells. So a lot of new spells get added from various conjuring ones. I can conjure a bed, just because if you ever need to rest and things like that, I guess. You got an increasing fireball attack, where the further it travels, it ends up doing more damage and grows bigger and things. You have a volcano one as well, which is always really nice. So there's loads of different things that you can get from it. As I mentioned, I believe I've got the cutting room floor, which adds in a load of stuff that was in the game but had to be cut and things like that. And just generally all around improvements, and a lot of graphical improvements are the ones that I'm going to be looking at. as I'm sure you can guess, with playing on PC, this game, it doesn't really look all that much different than how it did used to be with all of the mods that I had installed, with all the UI improvements and things like that. That is one that I am waiting for, is to get a UI improvement one. When the Skyrim UI mod comes out for the special edition, I am going to be very, very happy for that one, because, well, this UI, the interface, it's great and all, but it's very much, it's console friendly, would be the best. It's ideal, works on a console. On a PC, when you've got a mouse, not the best one. So that's sort of a little very brief overview of the mods that I have put in this. I'm going to start playing this and let you see how they do all work and all that sort of such, and add more mods as we do go. If you have seen any that you would like to suggest, please do be sure to let me know. Give me a little bit of a shout for those. And also, as well, as always, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit that subscribe button for future videos and notifications when they're coming out. And so thank you very much. I've been Etharal, and I shall see you next time here at EGN.